The environmental impacts of meat consumption. I'm Divney, and this is my Breakthrough Challenge. Ever since the beginning of time, humans have been eating meat, but have we ever taken time to look at how this meat consumption is affecting our environment? To truly understand these effects, we must begin by establishing the three main aspects of our environment that are being affected by the animal agriculture: air, water, and land use. Let's start with air. The livestock industry greatly contributes to global warming. Out of all of the human-produced greenhouse gases, over 50% are products of the livestock industry. Methane makes up the majority of these gases and is 25 to 100 times more destructive to our environment than carbon dioxide. Cows' methane production is due to the fact that cows, among other livestock animals, are ruminants. Ruminants are animals that have 4 stomachs. The first chamber of their stomach, the rumen, contains over 400 different kinds of microbes, which are bacteria that produce copious amounts of methane. Greenhouse gases are pollutants that rise up into the atmosphere and cause the greenhouse effect. The greenhouse effect is the trapping of infrared radiation in the Earth's atmosphere. This not only causes extreme climate and weather pattern changes, but also affects the ecosystems and environments. A study done in 2006 by the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization shows that the livestock sector produces more greenhouse gas emissions than the entire transportation sector. Now let's move on to water. One of the most concerning effects of meat consumption is the vast amount of water used to produce meat. To produce about 1 pound of beef, it takes 1,799 gallons of fresh water. It is estimated that the meat industry uses 1/3 of our world's fresh water. Compared to oil drilling for natural gases, which uses 100 billion gallons of water every year in the US, raising livestock uses about 34 trillion gallons of water every year. Drinkable fresh water is not the only water that's affected by meat consumption. One of the main causes of ocean dead zones, also known as hypoxic zones, is runoff from dairy and meat farms. On overpopulated farms, waste from the animals gets in nearby water and eventually makes its way to the ocean, causing these dead zones. Ocean dead zones are caused by nitrogen and phosphorus from fertilizer or waste that create algae blooms, which then die, sink, and decompose on the ocean floor, which use up oxygen in deeper water. Dead zones cause multiple deaths of organisms or cause animals such as fish to migrate out of that certain area of the ocean. Land use and destruction. Out of all livable land on Earth, the livestock industry uses approximately 45% of it to raise, feed, and produce meat. In addition, the meat industry is accountable for about 90% of global rainforest destruction, mainly to graze cattle and grow food to raise them. This is problematic because the rainforests provide the majority of Earth's clean and fresh air. It also causes habitat destruction because as the demand for meat grows, the land needed to feed and raise cattle grow as well. In the United States alone, 56 million acres of land are used to grow feed for animals, while only 4 million are used to produce plants that humans eat. As you can see, meat does not have the greatest effect on our environment, and if everyone reduced their meat consumption by just a little bit, we could be helping the Earth for years to come.